Over the past few days, I've been thinking about the word patience and where I'm at in my life and how I deal with it today, and I figured I'd hop on and talk a little bit about it. So when I think about patience, first what comes to my mind is building a habit, and it takes about 21 days to build an initial habit, and there's levels to that. The next one is 90 days, 6 months, a year, and so on. And it all depends on the goal. It all depends on what your achievement is, because some goals are attainable within 90 days, 6 months. And then there's other goals, such as going back to school, changing career paths, changing something in the family, that takes a longer time. And that's crucial to understand, that there's levels to this, because oftentimes we quit. We're like, yeah, we want that, but I don't really want to be patient. I don't want to have to work 2, 3, 5 years just to get there. There's got to be a quicker way. And when I think of where I'm at in my life, it's not easy, because sometimes I want what I wanted. I want to be a director of a program already. I don't want to continue school. I just want to fast track it. That's when gratitude comes in the mix, and I think about where I was just 2.5 years ago to where I am today. And that typically grounds me and gets me in the moment. And then I realize that, all right, 2.5 years ago, I wouldn't even be talking about this. Like, all these things that I've been achieving and just like checking off my list, it's fantastic. But 2.5 years ago, I wouldn't even been able to comprehend this. And it's such a blessing to be able to look back and to, just see my growth and where I'm at. And I just pray that I can continue keeping on, putting one foot in front of the other. And practicing patience is a big part of this. And another part that comes to my mind is how nothing is permanent. Impermanence. Just how you're feeling today is not how you're going to feel in 6 months or even tomorrow. And who you are today is not going to be the person of who you are in a year. There's nothing in life that is permanent. There's ebbs and flows. Things come, things go. And just because things are good today doesn't mean they'll be good tomorrow. And understanding that has really given me a sense of patience, because you kind of just go with the wind. You let it go. And the other part of that is having faith. God, grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, the courage to change the things I can, and the wisdom to know the difference. Patience is hard. Practicing the serenity prayer and understanding that I cannot change people. I cannot change the way that person's going to treat me, or even how a scenario is going to play out. All I can control is how I show up today. Do I choose to be an honest, transparent person? When I lay down at night and I put my head on that pillow, I can sleep because I know that I've been true to myself. And having that authenticity really is such a blessing. The other aspect to this is just don't quit. Remind yourself where you were even just a few days ago. For this new year, remind yourself that you're on the right path and you're doing what you need to do to get to where you want to go. And I don't know your goals, but what I do know is that we're our own worst critics, and we could be very hard on ourselves and compare ourselves to other people and feel like we should be somewhere where we're not. Well, if he's there, then I may not level up to that, and that's just not true. The only person we're in competition with is ourselves. And if we keep showing up and stacking days and just keep showing up and improving from the person that we were, building that structure, building that routine, meditating, writing, getting closer to the spirit, things just start to shift. But it takes time. And there's other attributes that come with this. It depends on how hungry you are, your hustle, your attitude, who you hang around. The biggest thing is realizing that patience is hard. It's not easy. I think we all struggle with it. Gets easier by practicing some of the things that I've talked about, and also just understanding that, if it's worth it to you, then however long it takes, let it be. And for me, where I'm at in my life is I've come up with almost a mission statement. And I realize how important being of service is, and when I help other people, how it makes me feel. And, this changes from time to time, but where I'm at in this current moment is I want to inspire people. I want to help people. I want to help men who have been through a lot so they don't have to go through what I went through. Focus on your mental health. I want to help people in the speaking arena, in the mental health arena, in recovery field. And when I take a look at my vision board, am I checking these things off? I'm going in the right direction. It takes time. These things, they just don't happen overnight. And even, anything good doesn't happen overnight. It takes time. I'm a work in progress, and I'm being very vulnerable. I'm sharing with you guys, and I hope you guys can relate to this. And if you guys have any other tips of how we can practice patience, I would love to know.